What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. This week I just want to cover a couple of topics before I get to your movie reviews. I don't know if you've seen it or not. The first one I want to talk about is they've shown pictures of the new Supergirl and her costume. Everybody knows that Supergirl has long blonde hair, blue eyes, and wears a skirt. They went all feminist on this fucking character, so we know it's gonna bomb. First of all, she's not even white. And before you go, what does race have to do with it? Well, for the simple fact that she is an iconic character, and she's always portrayed as white. So in this one, she's brown. They've cut off her hair really short, and it's dark hair. And then her suit looks fucking retarded. You remember when they tried to do the whole Wonder Woman thing with the fucking skin leggings or whatever? Same thing here. They're trying to give her pants instead of a skirt, and that's not Supergirl's costume. No cape. And then they got these ridges, fucking retarded looking ridges that I guess are supposed to be her abs. It looks so dumb. It's fucking retarded. Some of you might have seen the pictures that's floating online. It's just dumb. It looks dumb. The next thing I want to talk to you about is, in a way, I'm surprised they went ahead and did this, and then in another, I'm not. They went and made another Picard season 2. This past week I saw that they dropped the trailer for it, and it looks retarded for the simple fact that they have Q in it. If they were going to bring Q into it anyway, they should have done it in season 1 and just gone ahead and kept him human, and he could have healed him. I mean, he's done it before. But no, they have to make everything complicated and be retarded and turn Picard into an android without giving him a new body. They gave him the same old fucking Picard body, which is it's dumb. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's dumb. If you're going to give me an android body, give me a new one, please. Thank you very much. Duh. So dumb. But that's what you get with JJ and his evil henchman, Alex Kurtzman. You know, they don't know what they're doing. It's an alternate version of it's like a parody version because it's literally laughable. It's not Gene Roddenberry's version or vision of Star Trek, period. It's not real Star Trek. So anyways, they're losing out. I mean, they should have known that. They should have canceled Discovery after the first season. It was so horrible. And they just keep pushing that crap out. So they're going to do it again with this. They're literally just sticking it to the fans of Gene Roddenberry's version is what they're doing. They're literally wanting to destroy the franchise. That's what they're doing. Anyways, moving on. Next thing I want to talk to you about is, I told you I was watching the show called The 100. I finally pushed through season 3. I know it's been taking me a while to get through this show. It's a cool concept. I like the concept of the show. I just can't stand most of the fucking characters. First of all, in the very first season, I knew it was kind of going to be dumb when they basically dropped all the fucking teenagers or young people onto the planet and called them that they're prisoners. And I'm like, what the so all the prisoners are young teeny boppers. None of them are adults. Not one. So you're going to tell me through the 100 years or whatever that they've been out in space that they never had to imprison one adult. It's all been teenagers, young people. Get the fuck out of here. That's so dumb. Anyways, so they drop all the teenagers on the planet to get rid of them. And, even though they claim it was just to see if, you know, they can survive on the planet because they're running out of air, so they had to dump some people off the fucking station or whatever to survive. You basically, once they get on the planet, they pretty much act like baboons, wild animals. I mean they're teenagers with no supervision, so of course they are. You pretty much get two of them who become like the leaders of the group eventually. The first one is Bellamy, and his character makes sense. I totally get why he would become a leader. He's kind of a dick too, so it makes a lot of sense. However, the other so-called leader of the group is the one called Clark. Now, she's the main character of the show. This little blonde, petite, little princess who's supposed to become like this super fucking hardcore chick, which is completely unbelievable. Her mother just happens to be one of the major people on the so-called council for the so-called sky people, because she's a doctor. She's like the only medical doctor practically. She has assistants, but she's basically the main one. I'm just like, whatever. This is so fucking dumb. You can definitely tell that a feminist wrote this shit, because there's a lot of feminist characters in this show that make no sense whatsoever. The characters are dumb and they're boring. The next one that I couldn't stand was his little sister, or Olivia, whatever the fuck you want to call her. You know, she's supposed to become like this super badass warrior chick, because she started following the grounders' ways, the people that were left on Earth. Get the fuck out of here. Little tiny petite brunette, whatever. Same thing with the commander of all the grounder people. Supposed to be this tiny little petite brunette who's a model, by the way. She's actually a model. So it's retarded. It's so dumb. These characters are completely unbelievable whatsoever. Now, do I dislike all the characters? No. There's some of the characters I actually like. Like, I like Bellamy. I actually like Kane, even though he plays a real douchebag. The Oriental dude and Jasper, I think they make them look like pussies. Raven, I like the Raven character, a female character. I like her character. Ain't nothing wrong with her. The black chick, that, she's one of the village commanders of the grounders. I like her. She's cool. At first I hated the kid that they told to, you're on your own, blah, 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 we think you committed murder, but even though he didn't. I can't think of his name. But I actually like that character now. At first I didn't care for him, but after season 3 I started liking his character. The show has a lot of problems. I like the concept, but this last season was kind of dumb. The whole idea of AIs battling each other, and one of them's in the commander, and the original scientist they called the commander, who created both AIs, you know, her descendants, through her blood, they're the only ones who could carry the second AI to fight the first AI. I don't know. It was kind of dumb. The storyline for season 3, I didn't care for it at all. Apparently there's a few more seasons of this show. I'll let you know after a couple more seasons or so, once I get them done, what I think about it, how for them 2 seasons. But right now it's, they just need to get rid of most of the female characters, like Clark. Thank God they got rid of the commander. They need to get rid of Olivia and fucking the doctor. If they get rid of them fucking characters, it'd be great. It'd be an awesome show. Anyways, moving on. Let's get on to your B-movie reviews. Alright, moving on to your B-movie reviews, all you movie-holics. This week, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I haven't done any real comedy, romance type movies. But I figured, why the hell not? Let's do some comedy romance. Add that to the list. So this week is going to be comedy. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is called Career Opportunities. And it was done in 1991. It starred Frank Whaley and Jennifer Connelly. Now, it made about $11 million at the box office. It really didn't do all that well. It was okay, but not really that great. Now this is one of them John Hughes films, sort of. From what I understand, he tried to be involved in this movie, but the studios wouldn't let him. So they really screwed up the movie and pretty much chopped most of his ideas out of the movie. Basically the story is, you know, you got some geek who likes the hot chick in town. They get locked up in this store together that he just started working. He's kind of a loser, can't hold a job. Anyways, he's messing around. He finds her in there, and they start talking and getting to know each other. Even though they've lived in the same town for years, they've never talked. Their social circles were completely different. Then some robbers come into the store. They eventually, you know, get the robbers arrested and everything. Turns out hunky-dory, and they eventually end up getting together. Yeah. You know, the geek gets the girl at the end, the hot girl at the end. The hot girl's actually a nice girl, which is bullshit. It never happens that way, ever. I gotta be completely honest, Jennifer Connelly is the only good thing in this entire fucking movie. And the one scene where she's riding the fucking electric horse, that is literally the only reason why this movie is even remembered, is because of that scene right there. It's not funny. I didn't find it funny at all. It was kind of boring. But I made it through. Do I recommend this movie? I give this movie a thumbs up and a thumbs down. I don't really recommend it. It's not really funny. You only have one good scene in the entire fucking movie. The rest of it sucks. Moving on. Next one I want to talk about is, I've never seen it. Before you laugh, I've never seen it. It's another John Hughes film, and it's called 16 Candles. And it was done in 1984. And it did fairly well. It made about 23 million. For back then, that was pretty good, especially for a romantic comedy. Now it starred Anthony Michael Hall, which I really like. I think he's a cool dude. He's a good actor. And then Molly Ringwald. I don't know what John Hughes had a hard-on for fucking Molly Ringwald, because she stars in almost every one of his fucking movies that he did. And I don't know why, because she really wasn't that good looking at all. I mean, she was okay, but she wasn't really good looking. So I don't get why she was a star in all of his movies. Like I said, he had to have a really hard on for her. Anyways, the story basically goes, it kind of flips it. Usually it's the boy wanting the hot chick. Now it's the girl who wants the hot guy, is basically this story. It's her 16th birthday. At first it starts off, no one seems to remember her 16th birthday. Her older sister's getting married, and so it's kind of creating friction for her. Anthony Michael Hall actually really likes her, and kind of stalks her, really, throughout most of the movie, but they kind of become friends because they start talking quite a bit. She doesn't actually get with him. She tells about the, basically he's a dickhead senior that she wants to get with because he's the hot guy. Anyways, Anthony Michael Hall actually gets with his girlfriend, which is the hottest chick in the school. And then at the very end, he finally gets with Molly Ringwald at the very end. I mean, like I said, it's, girl has a crush on a hot boy, and boy finally meets girl and decides to date her, kind of shit. It really wasn't a funny movie. Like, I don't know. Anthony Michael Hall tried, but it really wasn't funny. I didn't think the movie was funny at all. It was just, okay. It was more of a teeny bopper movie. That's really probably why I never seen it, because I probably thought it was always a chick flick, and I just never bothered. Again, another John Hughes movie. So it did okay. But as far as comedy-wise goes, it's not funny. It really isn't. It's okay movie, but it's not funny. It's okay to watch once, but that's about the only time I would watch it. So I give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It's okay, but not funny. Do I recommend it? No. Not if you're looking for a really good romantic comedy, because it wasn't funny. It is basically a chick flick. Anyways, that's all I have for you this week. If you have any thoughts of what I said earlier in the video, please leave them down in the comment section down below. If you have any suggestions of underrated movies that you think I might have never seen or I should check out and give a review on, please leave your suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. That's it for now. Until next week, I told you you'd be told the truth, and you've just been told.